about the 3 basic steps to make art. We're going to be using these 3 basic steps the whole year long as we do different kinds of artworks. A lot of people have trouble making art, and one reason that they have trouble is because they're worried about messing up. Awesome thing about these 3 basic steps is that you can mess up as much as you need and you still end up with an awesome artwork at the end. I think you're going to like it.
Instead of using your normal writing grip, what you're going to be using is what's called a sketching grip. The sketching grip, what you want to do is just hold your pencil like you're holding a wand, like you're sneaking Harry Potter or something. Now that you're using that sketching grip, the first basic shape that you're going to sketch in is a circle. Try to keep it about the same size as mine. So we've sketched our first basic shape, and that's a circle. Represents Patrick Starr's body. Our next basic shape is going to be a rounded triangle shape for his head. Now, in order to get it right, I've got to do a little bit of measurement. And the way that I measure in art is just to use my pencil. I'm going to use the tip of my pencil for one end and where my fingers touch my pencil for the other end, and I'm going to measure some distances. First distance I need to measure is just 3/4 the size of this circle. So I'm going to put a little line in the middle and then a little line between the middle and where the outer part of the circle is, and I have a good measurement. The rest of the basic shapes for Patrick Starr are all the same size. They're half the size of that original rounded triangle shape. So we just want to measure a halfway point on that, and then we're going to use our pencil again as a measuring device and draw those in. For step 2, we're going to go back and refine these basic shapes and then add details, and we're going to do it lightly. Big thing when you're doing this is to go back and make sure that you've got those basic shapes the way that you want them, but then oftentimes there's going to be changes to those basic shapes. Patrick Starr isn't just a circle and a triangle shape, he's more like a soft serve ice cream shape, so we're going to change him to look like that. And then we're going to go about adding some details. Like for his face, putting in all the little details can be difficult to keep going lightly, but that's what you got to remember. Next, we've got to add some shorts so that we can keep this Patrick Starr from looking inappropriate. So if you've been doing things correctly, there shouldn't be any lines on this page that you can't erase back to straight white. Did you do it? Step 3 is usually where you start if you're new to art. Usually you start off drawing in your lines super hard, no holds barred, you don't know where else to go, and so if you end up making a mistake, you ruin the whole thing. But now you've got this framework on top of which you can put down whatever kinds of lines you want. If you want them to be super smooth, you can make them super smooth. If you want to use a colored pencil, you can use a colored pencil. If you want to make rough lines because that's the kind of thing you like, then you can do it. But you know where they go, and so you're not going to be worried about putting them in the wrong place. You've had all of this time to make any kind of mistakes that you need, so that now you can go back and finish things off and make it look perfect. Bam! Basic 3 steps on how to do art right here. We're going to be following these 3 steps off and on the whole year. You'll see.
Scared.